Hello my dear students, welcome to the second semester basic English class for BCom, BBM and BHM. Since this is the first class, I shall introduce the syllabus to you. I shall talk about the structure of the paper, assessment type and components in the syllabus. This is some basic information for you, that is to say, this paper of Basic English, BCom, BBM and BHM has a university code, that is English ENG 201B. At this UG level, assessment is done at two stages. One is internal assessment and two semester end examination. Out of 100 marks, you will be writing semester end examination for 70 marks, and for the rest of the marks, that is 30, you will appear for internal assessment. It can be either two tests and one assignment, or one test and one assignment. It depends on the availability of time in the college. So this is how you will have to undergo both, that is internal assessment as well as semester end examination. Now, coming to the syllabus, we have 4 units in Basic English this semester. Unit 1 is titled Short Stories, under which we have 2 short stories by 2 different authors. Number 1 is by The Lost Child by Mulkraj Anand. Mulkraj Anand is an Indian English writer. With this story, he takes us back to our childhood memories. And the second story, The Accompanist by Anita Desai, who is an Indian woman writer. She presents us the story of a Tanpura player and his accompaniment for the sitar maestro, the Ustad. So in this sense, this story takes us into the world of music. Unit 2 is titled Prose, under which we have 2 inspirational stories. That is, first one is about Louis Braille, a blind man who created a reading and writing system for the blind people. So that system even today is called after his name, that is Braille system. Secondly, we have a rags to riches story, that is to say a poor man becoming a rich man from selling bhajias to establishing a largest private sector in Indian business and manufacturing field, that is Reliance Industries Limited. So that is the success story of Dhirubhai Ambani. And in Unit 3, which is titled Poetry, we have 4 poems. First one is titled Death, Be Not Proud by John Donne, where he challenges the death. And the second one presents us a typical schoolmaster's image. So that's why it is titled The Village Schoolmaster, which is composed by Oliver Goldsmith. Third poem is Do Not Call Me Indo-Anglian by Syed Amanuddin, an Indian writer from Mysore. He talks about the identity crisis of a writer, and he talks against the idea of labeling writers with hybrid names such as Indo and English. That's why he says, do not call me Indo-Anglian. So it will make an interesting reading. Fine. The fourth one by Mirabai, I Am True to My Lord, belongs to Bhakti school of poetry. You may know about Mirabai. She is a saint poet. She is a saint poet who dedicated her life to Lord Krishna. So we shall study that when we get into that poem. And in unit 4, which is titled Grammar, we have 3 components to study. First one, modal auxiliary verbs, which are very important in communicative English. While making enquiries, while making English language polite, rather these are the words which make language polite. Not just these, but these are some aspects that make English language polite. So therefore, so as to make the syllabus having the communicative approach, this is included in the syllabus. And along with that, we have degrees of comparison, where we learn how to state things in positive, comparative, and superlative. So while studying degrees of comparison, uh, the idea of adjectives, the knowledge of adjectives will improve. Third component in grammar is past tense, where we study how to refer to the actions which are over already. You may remember in first semester you had present tense, where you studied how to use present tense, and in this semester we shall study what is the use of past tense and how to refer to the actions which have already taken place. So this is all about your syllabus. To wind up, remember you have 2 short stories this time, 2 essays, 4 poems, and 3 grammar aspects. With this, let us conclude the class.